Zcash's shock return. What a week! Zcash, or better known as ZEC, shocked the market by ripping to a 3-year high, posting gains that most traders haven't seen since the wild days of 2017. At its peak, ZEC was up more than 150% in a single week and 250% on the month, with intraday spikes smashing fresh cycle highs as liquidity had continued to pour in. For a project that many had written off as dormant, this was nothing short of a market-moving comeback. Welcome back to another episode of JRNY TV. My name is Nick, and this is where we make the complex world of digital finance not so complex for anyone, regardless of their experience. And today we are going to be breaking down Zcash's breakout, what in the heck the project is, why it pumped so hard, how the broader privacy narrative is catching fire, what the ZEC token actually does, and where the roadmap points to next, along with why this trend could carry into the next bull cycle. And of course, you know that we're also going to cover the caution flags, like the overheated momentum and frothy funding, that traders, they should keep in mind before chasing the pump. So, if you thought the privacy coins were a relic of the past, think again. Zcash is reminding the market that when the narratives rotate, the old giants can in fact come back swinging harder than ever before. What in the heck is Zcash, and why did it pump so hard? Zcash is one of the original privacy coins, launched back in 2016 with a mission that was very clear and radical: give users the ability to send and receive money without broadcasting their financial history to the world. Sounds like a good idea, right? Unlike Bitcoin, where every single transfer is transparent, Zcash had pioneered the use of zero-knowledge proofs, known as ZK snarks, that in fact allow transactions to be fully shielded or left transparent depending on user preference. That balance between cryptographic strength and optional privacy, that it made ZEC a symbol for financial freedom in digital money. If you fast forward to this week, and Zcash, it suddenly rocketed back into the spotlight. Its token price had surged more than 150% in just 7 days, smashing the resistance levels it hadn't even touched since 2021. In trading volumes, they also spiked. Liquidity was rushing in, and at times, ZEC even outperformed Monero, the longtime leader of the privacy sector. So for traders who had written Zcash off as outdated, this rally was a wake-up call that privacy still matters in crypto. Those analysts, they have pointed to multiple drivers behind the move. Rumors of cross-chain integrations, whale accumulation in thin liquidity, and a surge of capital that's rotating into older altcoins that had simply been left behind in the recent bull runs. But if you add in the fact that Zcash's breakout coincided with technical milestones, like breaking an 8-year downtrend line, then you have yourself the recipe for a full-blown comeback rally. Why is Zcash pumping right now? So what's really fueling this resurgence? First off, there is the broader privacy narrative. Governments worldwide are tightening surveillance. They're rolling out CBDC pilots, and they're also pressing for stricter Know Your Customer and AML rules. In response, the traders, they're rotating into privacy coins as a hedge. Every single cycle has its privacy meta, and this time, ZEC is taking the lead thanks to its deep cryptographic roots and its brand recognition. Second, regulatory positioning plays a key role here. Monero. We all know that Monero has been facing growing pressure and delistings on exchanges, making it harder and harder for retail and institutions to access. Zcash, with its dual model of transparent and shielded transactions, it is seen as the compliance flexible alternative. It offers true privacy while still maintaining pathways for listings, which gives it a unique edge in a market where survival often comes down to exchange accessibility. Third, the technical picture amplified everything. Breaking long-standing resistance, it triggered momentum traders, short squeezes, and cascading liquidations, turning what started as a steady climb into a parabolic surge. With the whales accumulating, on-chain activity spiking, and speculation that privacy, it could be the next big altcoin theme, ZEC's rally is as much about narrative positioning as it is about the fundamentals. And that's exactly what drives crypto cycles. The ZEC token and Zcash's roadmap. At its core, ZEC is designed to function as digital cash with privacy at its foundation. Holders of Zcash, they can choose between transparent transactions, which hide the sender, receiver, and the amount using ZK snark technology. This dual design gives Zcash a unique flexibility. Users can opt for privacy when needed, while institutions can still maintain transparency if it is required. The utility of ZEC, it is straightforward but powerful. It serves as the medium of exchange on the network, and it is also utilized for transaction fees. But more importantly, shielded transactions, they provide real financial privacy in a digital age where surveillance and data harvesting, they're on the rise. So for many, it's not the feature, it's the core reason why Zcash actually exists. Looking ahead, Zcash developers, led by Electric Coin Company and the Zcash Foundation, they are rolling out upgrades like Halo 2, which eliminates the need for a trusted setup and makes ZK proofs a lot more efficient. There are also discussions about improving scalability, mobile support, and cross-chain compatibility, alongside potential DeFi integrations. The long-term vision here is ambitious: to position Zcash as the standard for private digital money across wallets, payment systems, and the global financial rails. The privacy meta catches fire. Zcash's breakout didn't happen in isolation. It actually lit a spark across the entire privacy sector. Monero and the other privacy-focused tokens, they saw significant trading volume spikes as traders rotated into the theme. This is a classic crypto pattern. One asset breaks out and suddenly the entire sector gets repriced. As investors, they front-run the possibility of a wider narrative shift. The macro backdrop only strengthens this trend. With governments now pushing CBDCs and expanding transaction monitoring, privacy coins naturally draw renewed attention from those users who value sovereignty over their money. Zcash's ability to offer optional transparency, it makes it quite compelling. It's not a black and white choice like Monero, but a spectrum that actually appeals to both privacy purists and compliance-minded investors. By leading this rotation, ZEC has positioned itself as the front runner of the privacy narrative heading into the next bull cycle. Monero, it may still carry the brand of being the dominant privacy coin, but delistings and regulatory headwinds, yeah, those limit its accessibility. And as we already covered, accessibility is everything. Zcash, meanwhile, it retains the wider exchange support, and it now has the momentum that's necessary on its side. So that combination, it's a deadly one, and it makes it a strong candidate to wear that privacy crown going into the end of 2025. Zcash's privacy comeback. Zcash's explosive rally to a 3-year high, it has proven one thing: privacy in crypto is far from dead. It was actually just waiting for the right moment to rush back in. With ZK Snark technology now on the horizon, a flexible model of optional transparency and years of development progress, ZEC is uniquely positioned to lead this next wave of interest in the financial privacy sector. The fact that it's outpacing Monero in accessibility and now leading the sector narrative, it makes this comeback all that much more significant. And that said, traders, they should remember that volatility is baked into the DNA of moves exactly like this. Make no mistake, ZEC's surge, it could sharply retrace just as quickly as it went up. But from a bigger picture perspective, breaking multi-year resistance has shifted the market structure in a way that is quite hard to ignore. But when you pair that with catalysts like Halo 2, cross-chain integration, and the broader narrative around CBDCs, and Zcash has the setup for more than just a quick pump. The most important part is that Zcash is back in the conversation. After years of being overshadowed by DeFi, NFTs, and AI narratives, privacy is once again on the table, and ZEC is leading the charge. But now we would love to hear from you. Do you think that Zcash has what it needs to maintain this momentum, or is this just another hype-driven cycle? Be sure to drop your thoughts in the comment below, and you already know, let's get this conversation started. Oh yeah, if you're new here or you maybe found some value in today's video, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you never miss our next video. This is JRNY TV. As always, do remember that the future will always belong to those who start preparing for it today. My name is Nick, and we will see you in the next episode.